Alright, going live. Kind of for no reason. It's 4:55 a.m. Eastern Time. Throw the link. I just woke up and saw no one was live, so what am I doing? Sunny Bear, wow, we have 10 people in already. One Dragonfly Wings. Yeah. Got the link right there. Hey man, it's 6 p.m. here. Alright, well, 6 p.m. somewhere. Mikey Mike. It's too small to see what your profile picture is doing. Not sure what you're holding. Is that like a boombox or? Not sure what that is. Yeah, I'm not sure who's up at this hour, but if people are up at this hour looking for a panel. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be live though. If there's nothing nothing cool happens, then I'll probably cut it off early. But yeah. This panel will go one or two ways. Bryce Kasey? Kasey? I think it's how it's pronounced. Alright, we've got 19 people here. Yeah, I've been doing the eye emojis a little bit. Working anyway though. Yeah, I just woke up. I went to sleep like shortly after work, and then I just woke up early. I reset my clock. Sometimes what happens is I stay up so late, I wake up early eventually. I always had a rotating sleep cycle. Yeah, got it right. Morning all. Samuel Villa. Trust no one. Is my audio in, by the way? Like, I don't know. I'm paranoid of my audio, because one time it was very muffled. Morning from South Carolina. Alright, so we have an Eastern timer. Morning from Houston. So I think it should be 4 a.m. there. Facts, me too. I work nights anyway, so sleep schedule is trashed. Yeah, I didn't even work nights. I just worked till 8 p.m., but then I just went to sleep after. Sound fine. That's good. Samuel Vella, we can hear you. Morning, Ryan. Yes, it's good here. That's good. Australia. Australia. So it must be like a very different time zone there. Yep. Hello from Tokyo. Tokyo. Oh wow. People from Tokyo? Damn. Alex was on Ed's panel using MVCap's channel for a little while tonight. Oh, that's good. MVCap's been watching even when I was asleep. It's 6 p.m. here in Singapore. Yeah, I missed that too. I was asleep. Now it's gonna be like a guessing game of who it is, Alex or Ryan. For all we know, this could just be Ryan with the disguised voice. I mean, this is no. I mean, this could be. I said that wrong. This could be Alex with the disguised voice. This is obviously Ryan, but yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I said that wrong. What's up, Dad? Number 11 Racing. He was mostly Drew ragging on Tommy. Yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of really out of the loop. So when I kind of say I'm out of the loop, I really mean it. I'm out of the loop. I don't know. The last chat I was in, I was confused. I didn't even understand my own panel. It was like, yeah, it was like Tommy came in, then people were fighting in other all different kind of directions. Man, it was something else. It was like a free for all. Yeah, something I stumbled upon was Locksmith did a morning stream. I think it was at around 10 a.m. Same here. So many fights. Who knows who really likes who these days? Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of lost, honestly, in that one. I was there for that one. Yeah, I followed after Damone. That's why I believe. Started with Smashly. Yeah, not that ass, but I wish someone could explain what's going on with that, but I don't know. Well, I don't know what your other account is, so I don't know why. I think I would need to know what the account is in order for me to answer that question. Terrence did a 6 or 7 hour stream the night before. Locke had no time. Yeah, we're not. I don't know if we're gonna do crazy long stream like that, but I do something to do with Tommy taking a wrench. Yeah, people make such a big deal about wrenches. It's like we're adults here, and people are really making a thing about a wrench. Like it's kind of funny to make like maybe like if someone does take a wrench, they'll make like a joke about it to pretend you're mad. But if people are actually mad over a wrench, like there's so many channels that like I know even in person that I lost a wrench, and I don't even mention it. I mean, it's a wrench. If anything, all I even do if I have a wrench is I accidentally time people out of my sleep. It's not a big deal. It's a wrench. Richard B. Honk. That's why Locke did a morning stream. Oh, I think that's why Locke did a morning stream. I think that's what you're saying. Oh, you don't have a wrench? Hold on, let's see. Been awarded wrench privileges. Wrenches are too much of a fucking effort. Can't get banned. Only upside. Yeah, that's the only thing is you can't get banned. Not that I do anything to get banned, but sometimes there are just snowflakes out there that have a problem for no reason. I actually don't know what's going on right now. Whatever this becomes, it's an improv stream. Something does happen, then happens. I missed Tommy yelling at people. Tommy was yelling at people. Yeah, I'm so out of the loop that I never know what was going on. Got to be dedicated to get a wrench or be generous. Yeah, I don't really think much of who I wrench up. And some people were saying like, yo, you shouldn't have this person as a wrench or that person as a wrench. I'm like, I don't know. Oh yeah, actually, I did stumble upon Tommy and Matt yelling at each other from the community. I saw that. I did stumble up. I do stumble upon things. Hope they yelled back louder. Well, there's 24 people in here at a very unreasonable hour, so that's a win. That was live. That was the last of the panel chat. Yo, Wog, what's up? Yeah, send you a DM. Yeah, kind of just called Matt Mr. Snowflake. I'm not gonna refer to him by his name. Wait, it is? Oh no. Yeah, I did through Instagram. Or I hope I did. Yeah, I think I did. I'm forgetting what I did. Hold on. Yes, I did. Yeah, I don't know about that. Is it gone? Hold on, I'll check. Let's figure this out. Is the community gone? It's gone. Oh my god. The community channel's gone. Yeah, the community's gone. Yeah, so if you're trying to see what I saw, then you won't know what I'm talking about because you can't watch it. Wow. It's gone. I don't know if it got taken down or they took it down, but it is gone. Hold on, just gotta do something. Hold on, I just realized my audio is horrible. Is it better now? Yeah, I think I just played my audio back and it sounded all staticky. Okay, so it's better now? Oh, Demo marked it private. Yeah, I heard, yeah, Damone had a panel and then he marked it as private and then the community re-uploaded it. Tech knows it happened, I think, but he ain't saying. I know what happened. I saw a little bit of it. I just didn't really understand all of it, but yeah. Alright, hopefully my audio is going good. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what's been going on. Because it's like a new phone and everything. There shouldn't be audio issues. Trust no one. Um, I don't know. All I remember was I skipped around and I saw Tommy go into the panel and got into it with Mr. Snowflake. Seems like it had to do with Damon's uploaded stream. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if we're gonna get a community 2.0 channel. Actually, I'll ask the community what happened. That's a good idea. What happened to your channel? Notice your channel's gone. What happened? Alright. It all started with Smashly. Yeah, I kept hearing about Smashly. So, I don't know about that situation. We got the Public's Watchdog. Wait, was there another shouting match with just Tommy and Matt? Or was it just one-on-one and Damon's one? I think we're referring to the same thing. There wasn't another one. There wasn't two that I know of. Unless it was another one. Yeah. Let me see if the audio's good. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Dad?
Yeah, I was there for the whole thing from
Oh,
beginning to
that
end.
stream?
Yeah. What happened was Smashley had come on and well Damone invited her up to explain why Tommy took her wrench or whatever. And Smashley was just simply saying she didn't give a care about, the wrench or whatever. And she was saying how she felt like she was being ganged up on and people were making her feel like shit or whatever. So Tommy come on and was calling her out on stuff, and she was calling Tommy out on some stuff. Well,
I'm calling you out.
she got sick of hearing Tommy, saying stuff, so she hurried up and got off. Well, then it went down between started with Tommy going after Ed, calling Ed a bitch, this, that, and the other, and the third. And then Tommy said that he would meet Ed at Walmart or whatever that means. And
Yeah.
then Ed had left, and then it went down between Matt and Tommy. And Damone didn't want people saying that he was getting shit started or this, that, and the other, so he privatized the stream.
Yeah, I did hear something about Tommy saying that like he didn't want to give content to Damone, so that's probably why
He said he
Damone's.
didn't want to give content to Ed and Matt.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He said he had nothing against Damone. He didn't like Ed and he didn't like Matt.
Yeah. Let's
And
call Matt
Damone
the
said that
scumbag.
he didn't want people saying he was trying to get shit started, so he privatized the video.
Oh, okay. That's what happened.
Yep,
Damn,
that's the
people are
whole
even
thing.
sold that over a wrench?
Well, I don't know the whole story between Smashley and Tommy because I don't get in the middle of people's drama. You know what I mean? I try to stay out of the drama.
I like the drama
But
guy.
it
Yeah.
it all started from Smashy, just coming up and explaining why her wrench got taken. Something about how she had dropped her link like 16 times or something like that in one of the chats or whatever, and someone got sick of it or this, that, or the other. So that's where it all started from. And then it became a yelling match between Ed and Tommy and Matt. And then
Oh,
shortly
wow.
after that, Damone ended his stream, and then Locke started up another one. But not Tommy never came on that one because I was on that one too.
Man, it's like 24/7 panels.
Yeah, it was it. And then I think Matt had one too. I didn't go on Matt's. I mean, I went on it for a couple of minutes, but I wasn't on very long because I had to get my son out of school. But I guess they had one too. I don't know. I
Yeah.
tried to stay out of it that way nobody could say I was talking shit about anybody because you know how it gets started. Once you say something, everybody tries to say you start shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even. Yeah, so I saw what was going on in chat, and I just was like, I couldn't follow it. I don't know.
Yeah. 'Cause
Like, what I
everybody
mean.
was asking everybody's opinion about it, and I wasn't going to say shit because that's how shit gets started. Is you say one thing and everybody twists your words.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like when I was like when I was like a kid, there was like this argument between the neighbor kids, and they would say, oh, if like they would like get into some kind of argument, then they would say, if you go on my lawn, then I'll sue you.
Yeah.
And then they would argue and fight, then they would forgive each other like the next day and everything. it,
Yeah.
it just seems like that. I don't know.
I mean, it kind of reminds you of that too.
It's just like,
But I mean, isn't that how this community's always been though?
I don't even call this a community. I don't know what I call it, but I don't call it that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree because it does seem like it's just falling apart.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I see value in the predator catching being a field, but I mean, it's really not a community.
I mean, I can see people just having open panels, just talking about anything. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're for or against anything. You're just talking with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my thing is, I literally don't give a shit if people think I'm on like one side or the other, and I might even troll and just piss people off over that. Like, I don't even care. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
know.
don't. I don't get how people trip out over a wrench. I don't even care about wrenches. I don't even know what to do with them. I don't know how to work them. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all I've really done when I have a wrench is accidentally tap people out of my sleep.
I noticed that once.
There's no value in me having a wrench. I wouldn't even vote for myself to have a wrench.
Yeah, Locke was like that with me yesterday. He was like, "Hey, I just gave you a wrench, Todd. I don't know why you didn't have one." And I was like, "To be honest with you, I don't care to have one. You know what I mean? Because you know everybody
Oh,
twists what you do or what you say. So I really don't care to have a wrench or not."
yeah, it's kind of just like, yeah, it's not even that It's not even that I am like recusing myself or anything. Because if I like the only thing I could do, I could get like, I could get worked up if I get, in it with someone, but I literally have been out of the loop. Like one day I just kind of unsubscribed from a bunch of panels, so then if I were to see a panel, it would make it so it would be harder for me to.
Hmm.
And ever since I was like 100 miles behind of what was going on, and it's been better actually for that.
I just try to stay out of the mess. I
Yeah,
don't involve myself in it at all. I try to stay away from it. I don't take sides. I like Smashley. I think she's cool.
I don't even know Smashley. The only thing I know about Smashley is her name's Smashley, and she was a decoy, right?
Yeah, she used to be a decoy.
Yeah, that's all I know.
I don't know the whole story about behind the decoy. I just know she used to be one.
Yeah, that was really
But
funny.
I just wanted to come up and say what I seen from the stream when I was there.
Yeah, appreciate that. Definitely.
So I just wanted to come
Um,
up and let you know.
all right, got a reporting from Todd of the latest fuckery in the community.
Do what?
No, just saying, reporting from Todd, uh, of the latest fuckery in the community. Oh, is my audio on?
Yeah, and you're good.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying as if it's like the news or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that what I heard. I don't know the whole story. I don't know what started it all. I was just there and listened to it.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces, but it was like a 6 hour panel, wasn't it? Like a really long panel.
Well, it started out as like just a chill stream. Everybody was just fucking with each other, and then everybody asked Smashley to come up and explain her side of what was going on, and she was only on there for like I would say maybe 6, maybe 7 minutes before she left.
Yeah, every time someone titles it a chill stream, it always turns into a unchill stream.
I know, don't it? It always turns into something else.
Yeah. If you want a
All
lot of
right. Well,
crazy shit to happen on your panel, call it a chill stream. Oh yes, what was it?
yeah, I just wanted to come up and let you know what I heard.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, if you gotta go or something, that's fine.
No, I don't have to go. I mean, I just don't want people to twist my words around and shit.
Oh yeah, nah, I mean that could happen regardless, but I
Oh
mean
yeah, I
I
mean,
understand what
people
you're
are gonna say what they want to say, but I know what I said.
That's what you
I wasn't
said.
taking sides. I just know what I heard.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know what started it all. I don't know why people don't like each other. I don't get in the middle of that. I could care less. It has nothing to do with me. But I don't take one person's side over another. I like who I like.
I would take a side if there was a reason to, if I have enough
Exactly. Like if
information
if
to.
there was if there was proof of this, that, and the other, and the person was in the wrong, then I'm gonna take the person that was in the right.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Yeah. Um. Yeah.
But other than that, I try to stay out of it.
Yeah. Um. I just kind of haven't been in the loop really, but
I haven't
now it's
done
fun.
panels because of that. Because as soon as you do, it turns into a shit show, and then uh, people want to attack you, saying you started it because you had the panel.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if someone does do that. Honestly, like if they do that, then they're just dumb. Like, you know,
Yep,
that's on them if they do that.
that is true, 100%. But yep, I just wanted to come up and let you know that.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate it.
But I'll be in the chats.
All right.
All right, later,
Sounds
brother.
good. Yep. I like everyone else with anyone but myself. All right, at least you're on your own side. So let's talk with the latest community info. I don't know. That word is cringe. The community. Oh, so now we have 40 people up at a very unreasonable hour. That's an accomplishment. Well, the deal started as a chill stream. Is that the Predator Catchers news and drama? I know, not a popular opinion, but Tom went off. You would too if people humiliate you 24/7. Honestly, there's some legitimate issues. Here's all I can think of is there are some legitimate issues that are raised, but it kind of just seems a little overkill, if anything. That's what I would say. But some are legitimate, like the 501(c)(3) situation and the um and if what happened is true about recording a Pred CP, I mean I just would hope that was turned in. Um yep, it is. We got so that's it in chat. Yeah, people gonna have unpopular opinions here. So yeah, it twisted. Yeah, that's kind of actually my introductory emoji. Either the wave or the eyes. Yeah, should I not be here or something? I don't think so. I mean, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't. So we're gonna get a log draft stream. I don't have any issues, so if there was an issue, I forgot about it. Yep, it's been accorded by the MV court. No, Ryan is not a snowflake and blocks. Yeah, we don't block here. At least I don't know of anything. We shouldn't be blocking here. I think I don't. If I don't see it on my end on StreamYard, but generally the position is just to have no one block. I will say Soko is right. I asked him a question and he just went ballistic on me. Oh, socio. Oh, really? Tommy did? What was the what was the question about? About? Um, let me see if I missed any chats. I think chats just stopped. I don't know why. Yeah, I didn't even hear you raise your voice. So you mean Tommy got in? You got in it with Tommy, or people cry when Tom bans? But I do the same thing. Yeah, I mean I don't ban though. Because I can take criticism. Like even if people will like say something bad or whatever. I just have certain lines. Like I do think this. I think that I don't like sexually inappropriate stuff. So that's kind of like my only line I draw. Um, in general, either way, like it doesn't matter. Um, if it's on any side or anything, I just don't like that. Or spamming, or like straight up breaking the law or something, like threatening to kill someone or you know shit like that. But um, something that's not protected by the First Amendment. He was arguing with Smashley, and I asked him if he said on a phone call to Cat Eyes that he hates Smashley because that's what Cat Eyes told me. He was arguing with Smashley, and I asked him if he said on a phone call to Cat Eyes. Yes, I did stumble upon that. Um. Oh, Edward S. Hello, Edward S.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up?
Not much. Well, you just read it off. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Cat Eyes told me before in a phone that in a phone call that I had with her that she had a phone call with Tommy, the first phone call she ever had like a year ago. And in that phone call, Tommy told Cat Eyes that he hates Smashley. So I just asked him a simple question. I said, "Wait, didn't you say in a phone call to Cat Eyes that you hate Smashley?" And he just went fucking berserk. Said he's gonna come out here to where I live and bring his RV and whoop my ass or whatever the fuck he said.
Oh yeah, I think he said something about like I fuck you up or something.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's what bitches do.
That's
I
what
don't know.
bitches do.
So I think he said something about like meeting you at a Walmart or something.
Yeah, he thinks I still work at a fucking Walmart.
Oh,
I haven't
that's
worked
what
there
he's
in
saying.
3 years. He thinks I'm managing at some Walmart somewhere.
Well, maybe in a parallel universe you are.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I heard something about. I kind of just stumble upon things now, but I saw. I think you and Cat Eyes were talking about something. I think Tommy said that Cat Eyes said something about. I'm trying to remember about. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I heard the word like. Yeah, I kind of forget. Not
Right.
gonna
But yeah, ask
lie.
Socio. As calm as I'm talking now as this is as calm as I was when Tommy was up there.
Yeah. I think what it is Tommy said something that Cat Eyes didn't say.
That's right. Yeah,
That was the
because
crux of it.
right, the whole conversation, because he was saying that Cat Eyes was calling Smashley. She started the conversation about Smashley, according to Tommy, and she called her a whore and a whole bunch of other stuff, And Cat Eyes adamantly denies that and says that literally the first thing out of Tommy's mouth was how much he hated Smashley. On the first phone call they had like a year ago.
Yeah, like they weren't even, I don't think, at odds really ever, right?
Oh no,
Smashley and Cat Eyes.
well they kind of were, because Cat Eyes thought Smashley hated her, and Smashley thought Cat Eyes hated her, because that's how Tommy does. He plays everybody against each other. And I hope in less than 5 years I'm irrelevant. Fuck, 5 years? God damn.
5
I
years.
hope I hope I'm irrelevant in 1 year in this community. Anyway,
Gonna have hover cars by then. And in 5 years, will be irrelevant like the National Enquirer. Yeah, I kind of wonder if like at this rate we're gonna have like 30 panels at one time. It's like an exponential growth in panels.
do you think if like all the catchers go to Rumble, we're still gonna have panels? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go. If we're gonna go to Rumble or we're gonna have our own platform by then. That would be the best thing if we just have our own platform.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I'm trying to get the coding thing up so that we can kind of have like a coding force. Yeah,
Nice.
because it's kind of like if we have like a platform where kind of the original person behind it also catches themselves, then it's kind of hard for there to be an argument that catching would be a risk, you know. So yeah, I suppose it's decidable now when he was talking to Tommy. Decibel? Is that what that says?
Decibel.
Oh, decibel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thinking you got it with Mr. Snowflake a little bit.
Who is that?
I just call that Matt.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Because Matt lives like an hour away from me, and Tommy's like, "Well, just go there where Edward is. Meet me there."
Here to meet. Yeah, so you guys are both in Texas, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's Texas going?
Oh, it's all right. It's like 38 degrees right now.
38? Isn't it supposed to be out there?
Yeah, but in the winter it gets cold sometimes.
Oh. I think it's like 20 something here. I don't like the cold. But yeah, I think Colorado is not that far from Texas.
You got to go through a couple states, but yeah.
Yeah, and then something I also stumbled upon. I think Tommy had like an RV or something now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in an RV now, or is he on a road trip? I'm not sure.
I think he's going on one today, but it's only like 5-6 hours away. It's ridiculous to take his RV.
Yeah, I saw on my recommended there was like after the stream there was like a chat shit. So it was like a tour of the RV or something.
Oh yeah, because he's driving it tomorrow, so he wanted to know where all like the fuse boxes were and all that shit.
Yeah, if I ever get a plane someday, that'd be good to catch predators in. To be able to go to one place 200 miles an hour. Oh yeah, what's up?
You saying a plane?
Yeah, I found because I thought that door was kind of closed of me ever being able to fly because of the medical stuff, but technically not really. It's kind of just the same as driving.
Oh, is that what is that what he said?
Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, but it just basically has to be like cleared.
Right.
Right
I'm
from the
not trying
start.
to say his name or whatever, but yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. I kind of like, yeah, I kind of don't like to throw people on the spot.
Yeah.
Gotta talk in code. But yeah,
Friend had told me you like them flight simulators and stuff, but he told me earlier today that flight simulators are actually harder than flying a real plane.
that's what I was told too. Yeah, one I use is Infinite Flight. But some reason I used to be able to fly in it easy, but now I crash all the time. I don't know why.
Um, with your phone, try X-Plane or whatever.
Oh yeah, I tried X-Plane before. It's kind of like I heard that's more realistic, but Infinite Flight is more of kind of like a comfortable interface. But now it's not really that good. Oh, we got wiggity wiggity wog here. Got
Oh,
dropping stream.
so you have tried X-Plane. X-Plane's pretty good. I like X-Plane.
Yeah, I saw a video of where a guy set it up so it's like an actual flight simulator, like at home flight simulator, where it's exactly like a cockpit.
Oh, that's cool.
He took off. I should show you the video, but yeah, it's like you can simulate all kinds of things on a flight simulator, like dual engine failure, and yeah, the best thing is actually if you're high up in the sky, like really high up with altitude. And if something goes wrong at a high altitude, you would think that it's kind of like you would think that if you're falling from like the top of the Empire State Building, you're worse off, but it's actually better if you're in a plane because you have more glide room. It's like every 1 foot
So the higher
you
you are, the better
descend.
it is.
Yeah, yep. It's like if there's like 10 feet per 1 foot of descent, then that means that let's say you're 40,000, or let's say you're 20,000 feet up. That means you have 200,000 feet of wiggle room to land, which is like 40 miles. So it's doable.
Right. Yeah, they can kind of do that on X-Plane. They can kind of like, pick what's failing or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why in Sully it was a really bad situation because they were so low. That was actually why they had to land in the Hudson River.
Oh, you're talking about the fucking Sullenberger one, Sully, right?
Yeah. There's a video where he was talking about it.
The flight, the air traffic controller is like, well, can you get to Teterboro? And he's like, no, I'm not going to make it there either. So I'm going to be a
Ran up
Nazi.
the Hudson.
That dude's a hero, in my opinion. A lot of people think that he screwed up, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't screw up. And it's kind of like I think they did the simulations where they didn't factor in his reaction time, like the human's reaction time. Where it's like if a pilot knows what's gonna happen already, then maybe they can pull it off, but you don't have that much reaction time.
I mean, he did both. He didn't hit two birds with in each engine, like one in each.
I think it was a couple of birds, like a flock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a flock of birds. I think it was more than that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, but they ended up damaging both engines, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is my audio all right?
He had nowhere to go.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
You're good. Yeah. But it's like it explains like what it was like. Like he had like his blood pressure shot up, and he had tunnel vision from the situation. Yeah, that must be a scary situation.
Yeah, for sure. He must
lucky
have
where
thought he was going to die.
He's
Wait,
lucky
what's that?
It happened where it did. No, I said he's lucky where it happened where it did.
Yeah, that he could do a water landing.
Yeah, but a water landing is a fucking death sentence most of the time. I mean, I'm sure he was afraid. I mean, I'm sure he thought that could possibly be the end of it right there.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure it is. If you know, it's not like he was coming in from 35,000 feet and or whatever. Like he was just taking off. So I think it was what kind of saved him too.
Yeah.
Well, if he was 35,000 feet, he would have just been able to land. He would be well off.
He would have plenty of time to get to an airport.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that he couldn't get to Teterboro or anything, he just didn't have time. He wasn't high enough to have that extra time.
Yeah, essentially, the higher you are, the more you can use gravity as your engine.
Yep. But he literally is just taken off from what, JFK?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
No, it was
Or was it
at
LaGuardia?
LaGuardia. Yep, LaGuardia.
Okay.
Yep, LaGuardia. Yeah, I think they probably thought he was crashing in the Hudson when he said he was going to.
Yeah, that's what. Did you ever watch the air traffic controller guy? What was his name? Patrick.
I watched the movie about the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually looked a lot different than the guy that played him, but yeah, he told the story. I saw him.
Oh, you're talking about fucking Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's the only movie that played about it.
I think so. Yeah. Wasn't that it was a Clint Eastwood movie?
Yep. He directed it. It's like yeah.
What about that Denzel Washington movie Flight? And he flies the plane upside down.
Yeah, that was actually based on a real. Yeah, that was based on like a real flight of a. It was like an Alaska airline, but I think it was a lot of different circumstances. Though it wasn't like because the pilot was drunk or anything. It just was, yeah.
There's a barrel roll with a 747 or whatever it was, and it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah. Something you should see is it's like if you type in things like the Smithsonian something, they have a lot of videos on they have like just like a segment on plane crashes and what happened. If some survived, some didn't. But they I think it's called this. Type in Smithsonian and then plane crash, and you should see a bunch of stuff. Okay, man, what did Tommy do now?
Yeah, check out that video I threw in the private chat.
Yeah, I don't think I can play it. Maybe I can if someone else adds it in, but I'm on a phone.
Yeah, it's C-SPAN. It's like Congress. I think you could play Congress.
No, I mean I can play. I mean I know I can play it, but I literally just like if you're on a phone, you can't add it in.
Oh.
The screen. So if someone's on a computer and they want to add it in, they can. Just heard about
I can switch it up.
The Balenciaga scandal. How anyone thought that was a good idea should be fired. Yeah, I'm thinking that must be a stressful position, air traffic control.
It's probably one of the most stressful jobs ever.
Yeah, like literally lives matter because of you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's true that like with whether it's like pilot or that you're only judged based on a very small amount of time when things go the worst. Okay, I didn't mean to ask. I have a comment highlighted. Well, I just figured he did something because I saw somebody say his name. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just a chat shit here. But yeah. Yeah, some reason I use Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it keeps crashing. I think it just doesn't have enough RAM.
What's that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been trying to use Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bought the best one too, but it just keeps crashing. We haven't seen his
No, I'm
YouTube channel,
screen
the
sharing.
Country
Hopefully it
Station.
works.
Yeah, I can just add it in. Is this it? Oh, it's not working.
Member PTRI, my name is Patrick Harton.
Oh, now it's working.
I've been in air traffic control of the National Air Traffic Association. While January 15, 2009 is forever etched in my memory, it began unremarkably. I arrived at work at 12:30 p.m. to begin my 8-hour shift. At 3:12 p.m., I was assigned to work LaGuardia departure radar position. This position handles all departures from LaGuardia. At 3:25 p.m., the LaGuardia Tower controller advised me that Cactus 1549 was the next departure rolling for takeoff. Just for clarification, Cactus is the call sign for U.S. Airways. It was a routine westbound departure off runway 4, traveling due north on a 360-degree heading and climbing to 5,000 feet. I instructed Cactus to climb to 15,000 and turned my attention to another aircraft to give him instructions under my control. I then turned back to Cactus 1549 and instructed him to turn left to a heading of 270, heading the aircraft towards destination. That is when the captain advised me that they bird strike, lost thrust in both engines, and needed to return to LaGuardia for an emergency. The pilot's a controller. He needs to make an emergency landing. The controller must act quickly and decisively. I made a split-second decision to offer him runway 13, which was the closest runway to his current position, and turned him left to a heading of 220 so he could return to the airport. I then immediately contacted LaGuardia Tower, asked them the departures, and clear the runway for an emergency return. While I've worked 10 or 12 emergencies over the course of my career, I have never worked an aircraft with zero thrust capabilities. I understood how grave the situation was. After I gave him his instructions, the captain very calmly stated, "We're unable." I quickly vectored another aircraft that was still in my airspace and gave 1549 a second option, land on LaGuardia runway 31. Again, the captain said, "Unable." I then asked the captain to do safely. I would coordinate and arrange for the pilot to be able to do whatever was necessary. The pilot told me he could not land on any runway at LaGuardia, but asked if he could land in New Jersey and suggested Teterboro. I had experienced working traffic in Teterboro from my time working in the Newark sector, and after coordinating with the controllers in Teterboro, we were able to determine that runway 1 was his best option. It was an arrival runway, and clearing it for an emergency landing would be easier and faster. It also meant T1 would be landing into the wind, which could have assisted the pilot in making a safe landing. I called Teterboro and explained the situation. The controller at Teterboro reacted quickly and paired runway 1 for the emergency landing. I then instructed the captain to turn right to a heading of 280 to land runway 1. The captain replied, "We can't do it." I replied immediately, "Which runway would you like at Teterboro?" I replied, "We're going to be in Hudson." I asked him, I heard him just fine. I simply could not wrap my mind around those words. People do not survive landings on the Hudson River, and I thought it was his own death sentence. I believed at that moment I was going to be the last person to talk to anyone on that plane alive. I then lost radio contact 15-4, and the target disappeared from my radar screen as he dropped below the tops of the New York skyscrapers. I was in shock. I was the plane had gone. Less than a minute later, 1549 flickered back onto the scope. The aircraft was at a very low altitude, but its return to radar coverage meant that there was a possibility 1549 had regained use of one of its engines. Grasping at that tiny glimmer of hope, I told 1549 that he could land Newark 7 miles away on runway 29, but I received no response. I then lost radar contact again, this time for good. I was relieved from my position a few moments later as soon as it was possible. I was in no position to continue to work air traffic. It was the lowest low I've ever felt. I wanted to talk to my wife, but I knew if I tried to speak or even heard her voice, I would completely fall apart. I settled for a hate text message. Had a crash, I'm not okay, yeah. When I got home, she told me she thought that I was in a car accident. Truth was, I felt like I'd been hit by a bus. It took 6 hours before I could leave this building. I had to review the tapes, fill out paperwork, and make an official statement. It sounds to me the hardest, most traumatic part of the entire event was when it was over. During the emergency itself, I was hyper-focused. I had no choice but think and act quickly and remain calm. But when it was over, it hit me hard. It felt like hours before I learned about the heroic water landing Captain Sullenberger and his crew had managed. Even after I learned the truth, I could not shake the image of tragedy in my mind. Every time I saw the survivors on television, I imagined grieving widows. It is overwhelming me to be able to see that I did a good job. I was flexible and responsive. I listened to what the pilot said and made sure to give him the tools that he needed. I stayed calm and in control. I returned to work this week, and while it may take some time for me to regain my old confidence, I know I will get there. I would like to end by personally recognizing the captain and crew of Flight 1549 for their professionalism, skill, and heroic efforts of that day. I would like to recognize the professionalism of the other controllers who helped clear the skies and the runways for 1549, as well as the engineers who helped ensure that the aircraft itself could survive landing in the Hudson and that those inside would be safe. Finally, I want to thank my wife, Regina. She has been my rock these past few weeks, as she always has and always will be. I couldn't have survived this without her. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm prepared to answer any questions you might have.
We thank you, Ms. Martin.
So yeah, this is a recollection of it. Oh,
Yep, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's crazy.
yeah, you have to land just right to make a water landing.
He was definitely lucky.
Never been on an airplane before, but we're all going to Ireland next year, so my first flight is going to be international. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
gonna
like
be
I
fun.
like flying. I like flying.
Yeah, I like flying.
Me too. But I wouldn't want to fly like overseas to another country for the first time. I'm flying. No, fuck that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the ideal first flight.
No. First flight I took was Logan to Orlando.
Me too.
Really? Wow, that's crazy.
Literally, as a kid.
Yeah, that was one of my first.
Wait, that's weird. All of our first flights from Logan to Orlando.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
That is bizarre. All right, Disney World, right?
No, I was going to see. My dad was living in Melbourne Beach at that time, so I was going to spend Christmas with him.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Oh, that was my thing. That's weird.
I think smaller planes are scarier than bigger planes.
I went in a small plane before. Family friend flew. Well, it was a pilot, but he had his own plane. And it was me and my dad and that pilot and we flew over my house.
Nice.
Flew over the cuckoo nest.
Wait, what's that?
Said you flew over the cuckoo nest?
Yeah, at the time it was a cuckoo nest. Yeah. It was a Cessna plane. 4-seater.
Oh, that's cool.
Those planes, yeah.
Used to work with a kid that him and like 3 other dudes went halves on a plane. They all had their license, so like whenever he basically had his own planes. So like whenever he wanted, he could just request it, like schedule it that he was taking it for the weekend or wherever, and he could just go wherever he wanted. He would fly down to Florida and shit, like all of like just visit his friends and shit. It was like a
Yeah, that'd
small
be good.
little. I think it was like the same thing, little 4-seater Cessna.
Yeah, that'd be good if we have it could be like used for catching. Like we just go to New York City in an hour from Boston.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
Yeah. Yeah, something I would avoid is American Airlines. I don't like American Airlines.
Stay away from Frontier. Well,
Oh,
American Airlines is bad too, but Frontier,
yeah.
they get you on the flight, how cheap it is, but
They
they
charge
get
you
you with
nickel and dime you.
they charge you fucking an arm and a leg for everything else.
Yeah, that's like that
Yeah,
in
like your
Spirit
bag, your
Airlines.
carry-on, like everything. Like things that should be like a carry-on should be free and shit. Like they charge you for everything. It's crazy.
Taking Amtrak from Pittsburgh to California. Yeah, trains go fast too. They go like up to 200 miles an hour. Yeah.
Trains are cool.
Actually, never been on a train. I've been only on a subway. That's one thing I've never been on.
Longest train ride I've been on was like 4 hours or something like that. I was uh, living in Florida at the time, and I went from like I think it was like Fort Lauderdale to like Kissimmee or something like that. I forget. I forget where it was. I know I ended up in Kissimmee, but I forget where I left from. It was one of the forts.
I took a train. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all never got on like the MBTA trains or nothing?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been on the subway,
Oh, okay.
but
Oh,
Yeah,
but you mean like an Amtrak or whatever?
yeah, like an Amtrak.
yeah.
But I've been on the Purple Line, like the commuter rail uh, from like where was it? From like Mansfield to like like a north part of Boston. Actually, no, that's a lie. I took it from Mansfield into Southie to go to the parade.
Yeah. Been on a subway in New York, but not a train. There are trains that go across the country.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's like fairly cheap to go across the country.
Like, how much would it be? Or about?
At one point, I think it was only like $200 or $300 or something like that. But
Well, it's like
granted,
yeah.
you're on the train for 4 days or whatever it is.
Well, plane ride would be $1,000.
Yeah, I mean, you save yourself a little bit of money, but and even on the train, if you spend a little bit of extra money, you can get like a sleeper. You can get a sleeper room and whatnot, so you can actually lay down and depending on how the how nice it is. I'm sure there's a shower and shit in there.
Yeah, it's like a hotel you're staying at for a couple days.
What's that?
It's like a hotel you're staying at for a couple days.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
The longest flight I've ever been on was I think it was like 9 hours, 10 hours, or something like that. I went over to Switzerland.
Oh yeah,
That was a sick trip because I was
yeah.
only
What?
18 and I was 19, and as soon as we hit international airways, they brought around the drink cart, and they're like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm only 18 or whatever it was," and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can drink." I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'll have a rum and coke."
Yeah, their age
Got
is
fucking
18 over there.
hammered. Got hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Hammered. And
Flight went by in no time.
yeah, one of the longest flights I've been on was just to Mexico. It was 3 hours. But the way back, it was like very fast because they had a tailwind.
Yeah.
But it was like it was going like 600 something miles an hour. Yeah, then I went to Colorado, and it was like 4 hours
From Boston?
from Boston. Yeah, Boston to Keystone. When I was a kid.
Thought it was longer to fly out there. I mean, because Cali's like 6 hours. I figured it was at
Yeah,
least 5.
I
That makes
mean,
about sense. That makes sense, I guess.
yeah, I think it's about 2/3 of the way.
Yeah.
You have to keep connecting different cities. Like if you take a train from Pittsburgh to New York City, you have to stop in Philadelphia. It's totally not worth it. Oh,
No, it's not. Yeah, you definitely got to train hop. Get off on different trains and go on different routes and stuff.
yeah.
But it's a good way to see the country. You can plot your day out. Like you can
GPS connected.
pick your date. Like like travel on the train 2 days and go over here and stay here for a day, and then catch a train somewhere else. Like you know,
Yeah, I just rather save the money and then just fly. They used to have the Concorde, which goes supersonic speed. They go to
yeah,
it go to it go to London in I think 2 hours or something.
yeah. It was like a stupid amount of time. It was like the time cut in half. We could go from New York to London in like 3 hours, I think, but something like that.
Less than that even. Forget how fast it went. Actually, I could look it up. It
Yeah, they discontinued that plane in like '98 or something like that. But I heard they were trying to bring something like it back.
yeah, they should. Speed of Concorde.
But
1,000. Yeah.
the to fly, like, just think about it, how much the tickets would be nowadays for something like that. They were expensive back then to fly on that.
Yeah, actually, it is about twice the speed. 1,354 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's quick.
Yep.
Yeah, aviation's like though is slacking though. They should we should be able to have like hypersonic jets by now. It's like crazy that we went to the moon in the 60s and we never even went back.
We're going back next year.
Oh, we are?
Well, they're sending. They just did like a test trip to an unmanned spacecraft. They sent it up and around the moon. It just landed sometime last week or something like that back on into the ocean, and then they're getting ready to. I think they're getting ready to send people there in like 2024 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or I think they're doing, or they might be doing one other trip with like a manned ship around. They're gonna do the same trip they just did, and then like the next year they're gonna do a moon landing or something. Supposedly,
Yeah, they ever gonna go to Mars?
I'd rather go to the moon than Mars.
Yeah, it's quicker. I think it's gonna be the second Earth.
And we'll kill that just like we killed Earth.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just be planet hopping. There'll be different generations. Yep.
By the time they get like a livable space and on like Mars or the moon, I'll be dead. So I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think pretty much that's gonna kick in by the time we're gone. The climate change stuff. Well, it seems like in the future it's gonna be a race to get to Mars first. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Well, we should make it there first, right? I mean, haven't we already? Well, we haven't been there.
Hey, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
Oh yeah, definitely. Peace.
I think we'll make it there.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to go there. Then there's an Earth-like planet, but it's too far away to go to.
What is?
There's like an Earth-like planet, like another planet that's just far enough from its sun that it's habitable. I forget what it's called. It's called Kapton or something like that.
Kepler.
Kepler. Yeah, Kepler. But it's too far away to get to.
Oh, it's got water and all that.
Yeah. And it's kind of like it's like if the planet's that far away, it might have life that has water.
Maybe. Yeah, it might.
Yeah. Can't believe there hasn't been an alien invasion yet. Disappointed.
I don't know if there is aliens, Ryan. Well, I'm sure there are, but I don't think they're trying to get here.
Yeah.
But then again, we're trying to get there, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're supposed to alien catch. We're about to go to Walmart's and be like, we're trying to meet. Are you an alien?
You're trying to meet alien chomos.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't work out though. Couldn't find any.
You might have caught one before. You never know.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that some of the things I caught were aliens. They're definitely aliens.
Like which ones?
I
mean, I'm not saying you're wrong at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the one that me and PP Mass and Alex caught was definitely an alien.
The guy who you had to ride in the car with?
Yeah, he was definitely an alien.
What makes you think that?
Just a vibe. Alien vibes.
Do you think there's aliens that are like, well, they were born and they have alien like parents, but they're born in this country. I mean, in this planet, in this world.
Possibly. But it's kind of like the probability of aliens is so high, given the size of the universe and the circumstances necessary to create life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of just also true that the communication between aliens and because if you think about it, they're gonna have similar materials, so that it's kind of a question of whether super intelligent life could exist, or it's like there's no question that intelligent life could exist, but it's like would they be intelligent enough to visit us before killing their own planet or themselves based on the same circumstances, you know? Um, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It's like it's like either they're alive and but they're just not advanced enough to visit us, just like we're not advanced enough to visit them.
Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, imagine like visiting them and then they just have like for some reason like southern accents. So like, hey, what up, humans? It's like we were long lost cousins. Like the fuck?
Yeah, you would probably freak out about that, right?
Yeah. They're everywhere. They blend in well, but not for much longer. Morning Sunshine said that. Yeah, lizard people definitely exist. I know that. There are a lot of lizards.
Oh my god. Well, you're probably right, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Lizards around the world. If you look at like really powerful people or whatever, like you can kind of see them slither a little bit.
Like Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, you just have to look at the right light. You can see them slither.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yeah. You might be right. Scamula? Maybe. I don't know.
A scamula lizard?
The Scamula lizard.
That's what someone's saying.
That's what somebody's saying. Not me. I'm being nice.
Yeah. I think I might even be a lizard because I'm very cold-blooded.
You think so?
Yeah.
You might be a lizard person.
Yeah. Don't even own it.
All right. I can buy that. We all could be.
Yeah. Just perhaps not all of us. It's very selective people.
Oh, okay.
People
Not
in
all.
society. Yeah. Well, we evolved from lizards, so actually, technically, we are.
did?
I mean, kind of. I mean, dinosaurs and shit. They're kind of just they're lizard-like. They're reptiles, right?
Yeah, something like that. Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. What the hell? What do you mean they're not real?
I don't know. That's what they said.
What does that even mean? Fake birds? Identify as a lizard.
The Earth is flat. Do you think the Earth is flat?
Well, no. That's the one thing I didn't. Because it just wouldn't make sense. Because it's like, are we saying that all the other planets are flat too? And then I haven't heard them say that. It's
No,
like
just Earth.
they just say that the Earth is flat, and they say that all the other planets are spheres. And if it was flat, then if it was flat, it would mean that there would be a whole other side of Earth that like it doesn't make sense. Like then there would be an edge to it, and then where is that edge? Like that would look kind of messed up. I don't get when some people get like really upset about the flat Earth conspiracy. They like will say, "No, the Earth is round. It's round," and they'll freak out as if it's like a 9/11 conspiracy. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I think the Earth is definitely a sphere.
Yeah, what it is if you look at a sailboat or a boat and it just keeps going and going, you can actually see it go down the curve of the Earth.
Right.
So how would that happen if it was flat? If it was flat, you could see things you wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah.
Oh,
And wouldn't there be like the end of the Earth where you can fall off the end of the Earth too if it was flat?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're saying that gravity would hold you just the same way, but that would just be the entire structure. That would look weird, though. You would see the edge.
Right. Yeah. So you would be able to see the end of Earth, even if gravity does hold you. You'd be able to see the end of the Earth.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can't because it's. I mean, where is it? Where would it be?
Yeah. Something Neil deGrasse Tyson said, though, is that if you had a cue ball, and like considering Earth's all of Earth's mountains and everything, that it would be the smoothest cue ball to ever be manufactured if it was Earth. So if you're able to hold the Earth in your hand, it would be like a very smooth, like a pool ball,
Right.
and you would be able to notice the edges. That's a weird thing.
That is.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm probably gonna end off the stream.
All right. Yep. Well, thanks for having me up here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Later.